From plowing a field with a team of horses to today, having a tractor that can practically run on its own, farming has of course changed a lot through the years. Tom Hansen tonight explains how those technological advances also expose us to risks, including possible cyber attacks.
Modern farm equipment has come a long way from the tractors our great-grandfathers used. No one knows that better than Jeff Bloom, who's been involved in this family-owned implement dealership his whole life.
You know, we need to be able to protect this $750,000 piece of equipment against someone being able to disable it from a world away. And I think, you know, that's what DSU and their cybersecurity is doing for us at KCAU.
At the Mad Labs building on Dakota State University's campus, teams of faculty and students are working with Case New Holland to protect the computerized farm equipment.
Just like many of our vehicles that use now, cars and things like that, they're going to have a computer inside. And like any computer, if you can gain access to it, then you can get control.
When Russia invaded Ukraine, all of a sudden it became this huge question of like, what happens to wheat production? How do we go about harvesting these things? If an attacker is able to shut down some equipment, even for a couple of days, that can become extremely problematic on the harvest side of things.
The students don't have a $500,000 tractor in the lab, but Case IH has provided them with the next best thing, the guts.
If you even look over here, you can see we've actually have portions of a tractor. So it's one of these, when we bring people into the lab, sometimes we have essentially kind of the full CAN bus environment set up over there, and people come in and we're like, hey, here's our tractor. And people often are just like, that doesn't look like a tractor. And it's like, well, those are the technical guts inside of that tractor. And at least from the security side of things, that's the part that we're really caring about.
The teams must imagine how a hacker would attack the computer in the farm equipment, then come up with ways of preventing it. They're also working on detection and how to get rid of malicious information once it's uncovered.
Part of the reason why it's so important to be able to protect all that information as the farmers are going through the field and creating these maps, they own that data, and that data needs to be protected.
As word gets out, we can expect more manufacturers to reach out to DSU, which translates to more opportunities for students to get that all-important hands-on experience.
Having the young talent come out of South Dakota and having them work right here in Madison is so neat.